Hello students, welcome to political science class. We were doing chapter 3, that was election and representation, under which we have covered two methods of elections. One was first past the post system and second was proportional representation. And both of these methods of elections are used in our country for choosing or for electing representatives. Now, reservation of constituencies. You know that in our country some of the constituencies are reserved for low caste people and for Dalit group. Why there is a reservation of constituencies for low caste people? Because once there was a caste discrimination in our country under which low caste or the Dalit group was even deprived of basic facilities or basic services, due to which they remain backward. And after independence, when our country leaders decided to give equality in the society and they decided to conduct elections, it was very difficult for the Dalit member to compete in the elections and to secure more votes, because they were considered as undesirable or untouchable. So it was difficult for the Dalit member to secure more votes or to compete in the elections or to become representative of the country. So first past the post system works to the disadvantage of the smaller social group, and this issue was debated even before independence, and the British government had introduced separate electorate. Separate electorate means for Dalit candidate only Dalit community can vote. Their elections will be separate and their voting will be separate. After independence, it was decided to adopt the system of reserved constituencies. अब ब्रिटिशर्स ने तो सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया बिकॉज दे बिलीव इन डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी, बट आर कंट्री लीडर्स बिलीव्ड इन unity, so they adopted the reserved constituencies. Reserved constituencies means there will be one election, but under one election one area or one constituency will be reserved for Dalit candidate. Only Dalit candidate can compete in that elections, and all the voters of that area will give vote to Dalit candidates only. So they will choose among the Dalit candidates. And the constitution provide for the reservation of seats in Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly for SC and ST, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. This was the name given to the Dalit group in the constitution, and this provision was made initially for a period of 10 years and has been extended up to 2020 with successive constitutional amendment. बिगनिंग में ये रिजर्वेशन सिर्फ 10 साल के लिए की गई थी. आफ्टर दैट इट एम्पावर्ड द पार्लियामेंट टू एक्सटेंड फॉर द फर्दर ईयर्स. नाउ इट इज़ एक्सटेंडेड अप टू 2020. As you know, in Lok Sabha there are total 543 seats, in which for SC scheduled caste 84 seats are reserved for scheduled caste people and 47 seats are reserved for scheduled tribe people, and this number has been calculated in proportion to their share in the population in India. अगर scheduled caste की population 20% है तो उनकी टोटल 20% सीट्स जो हैं वो रिज़र्व कर दी गई, और अगर ST की टोटल पॉपुलेशन 10% है या 15% है तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली दिस नंबर हैज़ बीन कैलकुलेटेड. Now, who decides about the constituencies or the reservation of constituencies? So there is one commission called Delimitation Commission, which works in the collaboration with EC. EC means Election Commission. इलेक्शंस को कंडक्ट करवाने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इलेक्शन कमीशन की है, लेकिन कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज बनाने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, उनकी बाउंड्रीज को ड्रॉ करने की, सीट्स को रिजर्व करने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज़ ऑफ डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन. So this number has been issued by the 84 seats will be reserved for SC or 47 seats will be reserved for ST. This number has been calculated by Delimitation Commission. So the functions of the Delimitation Commission are, they are responsible for drawing up the boundaries, reserved quota in each state, spread the SC constituency in different regions, मीन्स हर बार वो सेम कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी या सेम बाउंड्री नहीं बनाते, वो हर बार चेंज कर देते हैं इस तरीके से कि शेड्यूल कास्ट जो हैं वो धीरे धीरे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रीजन्स में वो स्प्रेड हो जाएं एंड दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रोटेशन ऑफ रिजर्व्ड कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज, कि हर बार एक ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी रिजर्व ना की जाए, हर तरह के कैंडिडेट को मौका मिले इन ऑर्डर टू कम्पीट इन द इलेक्शंस। क्योंकि अगर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी हमेशा के लिए शेड्यूल कास्ट या शेड्यूल ट्राइब के लिए ही रिजर्व हो जाएगी, then it will demotivate the general candidate or other candidate to compete in the elections. So their duty is to make the constituency on a rotation basis. Now next topic is free and fair elections. So far we have discussed about the methods of elections. Now we will check the fairness and open elections. True test of democracy depends on the free and fair elections, that elections should be impartial and transparent, and it should be able to find out the legitimate government. So free and fair elections can be ensured with the assessment of two things, that who are participating in the elections and who are conducting elections. So in participants there are two kind of people, one who are playing the role of voters and second who are playing the role of candidates. So both of them are participating in the elections. And secondly, who is conducting elections? So there is a separate organ of government, that is Independent Election Commission, which is independent also and powerful also and have no influence of any other government organ. Now universal franchise and right to contest. Now who will be the voter? Every adult citizen in India. Till 1989, an adult Indian meant above the age of 21 years. But in 1989, Constitution was amended and reduced the eligibility age to 18. Now all adult members who are above the age of 18 have the voting right. So this is based on the principle of equality and non-discrimination irrespective of educational qualification. मीन्स किसी को भी वोटर बनने के लिए एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है या किसी भी क्वालिफिकेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्वालिटी एंड नॉन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. ऑल सिटीजन्स अबव द एज ऑफ 18 आर एलिजिबल वोटर्स. And under right to contest, all citizens above the age of 25 years have the right to stand for elections and become the representative of the people. Our system of election is open to all. So for right to contest also, all can compete in the elections. Only one condition or one qualification is there, that is of age. That person must be of 25 years. But there is one restriction on contesting election. A person who has undergone imprisonment for 2 years or more for some offence is disqualified from contesting elections. कि अगर कोई पर्सन 2 या 2 से ज़्यादा साल के लिए इम्प्रिजन हुआ है तो वो जो है वो इलेक्शंस में compete नहीं कर सकता. So there is only one restriction or one limitation. Now this is enough for today. In the next video we will discuss about the Independent Election Commission. Till then, stay home, study at home and be safe. Thank you.